Greetings! Welcome to Dude's Comic Haul. I'm Jason. This is my weekly haul video where I share with you the books I've picked up today on New Comic Book Day, the best day of the week. 14 books today, 11 are from my pull list, 3 I picked up off the shelf. First things first, I'm going to have a bit of moan about Marvel in a minute, but first I'm going to praise them a bit because my comic book shop gave me this free book from Marvel, 75 years, and it looks a really good magazine, as you have, like, it goes through all the key stories, they have interviews. I think I spotted they got a Stan Lee interview in here. You know, they go through all the different books celebrating the 75 years. You know, they go through the different decades and look at different creators, and it looks really a really good book. You've got, you know, look at different artists in here. It looks really great. I'm really chuffed with that because it was my favourite price. It was free. So well done, Marvel, and thank you my comic book shop for giving me that. Now my moan, we have Wolverine, Death of Wolverine issue number 2. This is a 4-part mini-series which is killing off our Wolverine character. I wasn't originally going to pick up this, but seeing the creative team on it, and also because Wolverine is one of my favourite characters, I've just not liked how his regular series has gone lately, so I dropped it. But he is historically one of my favourite characters, so I thought I'd pick this up. Enjoyed the first issue, didn't like the price. I felt the other stuff they gave in there was some good stuff. It was bonus material. I would have much rather paid $4.99 and got extra story. This issue I thought was going to be $3.99. It's not. It's $4.99, but it's just a normal issue. And this issue we don't even get that much bonus stuff. I think we get maybe 5 pages of bonus stuff. So that was pretty crap. From Marvel. I'm going to keep buying it, which kind of brings up the thing that's the problem, you know. Really, I should have left this on the shelf, and we all should leave it on the shelf and say to the comic book companies, no, if you're not going to give us extra story, we're not paying $4.99 for a book. But unfortunately, we want to read it, so we end up buying it, and we end up causing the problem we complain about. So, but yeah, I wasn't impressed with the price, but I still picked it up. So yeah, I'm part of the problem rather than the solution. Image number 1 I picked up that I like the look of, Copperhead. This was $2.99, well $3.50, which is $2.99 in English money. I liked the sound of this book. I'd not heard of this creative team before, but I really like the sound of this book. It has been kind of like a sci-fi kind of western. So I thought I'd give the first issue a go and see what it's like, and take it from there. We then have Hawkeye issue number 20. I think we're dealing with Kate Bishop this time, which I'm not as into that part of the story, but it's just great to have Hawkeye coming out monthly again. Yeah, they've hiked it up to $3.99, but I got a tablet now, so I can put my comics onto my tablet, and that makes it easier to read them if I need to, you know, take my tablet to work and read them at work. So yeah, I don't mind the price hike to $3.99 as much as I would have a year ago. But yeah, I'm not as excited by this one because it is the Kate Bishop part of the story, like I say. We then jump into my books from my pull list. Only one 3D cover this week, Batman. Don't know how well you can see that. I don't know if Snyder is writing this. I'm trying to find who writes this one because some of the books are written by the regular creative team. I can't see a name in here. Or at the end we've got, oh yeah, it's written by Ray Fawkes, from a story by Ray Fawkes and Snyder. So yeah, it's not really a Snyder issue. So maybe if you're not into the Future's End stuff, it looks like you could give this one a miss. But be interesting what they do with that. We then have Batman Eternal issue number 23. Really looking forward to this. It's been really hot lately, so I'm looking forward to seeing where the story's going to go. We have also Future's End issue number 19. Supergirl, is it Power Girl, isn't it? Yeah, Power Girl taking down Deathstroke. That should be interesting, so yeah, I'm looking forward to that. We then from Image we have Spread which I've been enjoying this. So far, the first two issues have kind of been an introduction to the characters. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see who we meet this time. And it's kind of like a survival kind of horror kind of story. You think like Walking Dead, that type of thing. We then have The Amazing Spider-Man issue number 6. Since this book came back, I've enjoyed the Learning to Crawl stuff. I wasn't so much enjoying the Spider-Man stuff, the modern day stuff. But with the original Sin tie-ins and the introduction of the new character, it definitely, I think, really perked this book back up. And you know, Dan Slott found his modern day Spider-Man mojo. So I'm looking forward to this and seeing where we go next. Also, and I wasn't expecting this to be in my box, but I'm glad it was in my pull list, Edge of Spider-Verse issue number 1, which deals with Spider-Man Noir. I'm interested in this. I wasn't sure if I was going to get this event, but it's in my pull list anyway, so I'm getting it. But after reading Superior Spider-Man, that brought me on board. So yeah, I'm liking that. Looking forward to that. We then have Captain Marvel issue number 7. Really like how Kelly Sue DeConnick writes this character. So the last issue finished off the first story arc. So it's going to be interesting where we go now with our Captain Marvel in space story. We then have Fantastic Four issue number 10. This issue, it's the downfall of Reed Richards. So this is going to be interesting. I think James Robinson's doing a great job of getting a balance of, we've got the destruction of the Fantastic Four, but it keeps it light with the Future Foundation. They keep the book from being too heavy and being too gloomy. I also really like the art from Mark Lamin. Yeah, I last issue he done. Yeah, it's the same artist. And also another thing I like that Robinson's doing is he's bringing a lot of things in from the past. So if, like me, though there are gaps in my knowledge of Fantastic Four, it's a comic book I've always read when I've read comics. So seeing characters come back that I've always wondered what happened to that character, I'm looking forward to that. So I'm really enjoying that. So yeah, I'm looking forward to reading that. We then have Magneto issue number 9, which is the March to Axis, as you can see in the corner there. March to Axis, which I'm really looking forward to Magneto being involved in this story, because I think him and Red Skull make very good enemies. You've got the whole Nazi thing with the Red Skull, and of course Magneto was in a prisoner of war camp because he was Jewish. I don't know if he still is a practicing Jew, or now that he's Homo superior, does he, you know, still believe in God? I don't know. I don't think that's something they've ever kind of gone into with Magneto. At least I don't, off the top of my head, don't know. But anywho, so you've got that history there that make them natural enemies. You then add in the fact that Red Skull wants to put all like mutants and superheroes with powers into prisoner of war camps. That's something else that's going to really grate on Magneto, who's been through that before. But then you add in the wrinkle that Red Skull took the dead body of Charles Xavier and cut open his brain and pinched part of his brain. That as well, you've got to think, is going to kind of wrinkle Magneto. So I think they make really great enemies. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how Magneto is going to match up with Red Skull and how he's going to figure into this whole Axis storyline. We then have issue number 2 of Doctor Who, 11th Doctor Adventures. I'm really enjoying these Doctor Who books. I've never really been into the comics before. I love the TV show, I love the novels, but I've never really been able to get into comics. But these comics coming out from Titan are just been brilliant, and I'm really looking forward to getting this. And finally this week from Only Press, we have The Bunker issue number 6. This is another really great story. It's kind of a time travel, science fiction type deal, but set in the modern day. And I really like how Fialkov writes dialogue. It feels so natural. The twists and the turns in this are fantastic. Just as you think you're getting the book sussed out, they'll throw a curveball in there. The art as well by Joe Infuriani just really works for the series, and yeah, I'm really enjoying this. You can get the trade of the first 5 issues out already, so well worth picking up and giving a whirl, because if you like your sci-fi science fiction, I think you'll like this book. It's a really good read. So those are my comics for this week. I'll go off now and read them. I will be back at some point over the weekend, most probably Sunday, with my comic book reviews. Hope you all have a great comic book day, new comic book day, sorry. Please, if you enjoyed this video, give me those beautiful thumbs up. If you want, share what you thought of what I picked up, or what you're picking up in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you're picking up. I've been Jason. This has been Dude's Comic Haul. Bye for now.